Ranked game from Papaya Pete and Crazy Buzz against two really strong players. Skritchel and Oh You Suck. Oh You Suck. That's not a very nice thing to call yourself. Oh You Suck. Alright, what do you have here? We have Mayans for Crazy Buzz and Papaya Pete with the Vikings. Not the most conventional combination for a 2 vs 2 because we don't really have any good cavalry here. Vikings have some potential, but they lack bloodlands and husbandry, so they don't have a speed. But they have the eco for massing knights, of course, so it's certainly an option to go scout into knights, even as Vikings. On the other side, we have Yusak with the Incas. Smells like towers to me. And then Skerichel with the Tatars in the purple here. I said Papaya Pete was in the 1400s, but he's broken the 1500. Congratulations. So yeah, not too shabby these players either. So tap to fast forward a bit here unless we see any lames or anything. Moment of silence for old Vikings. They still got the swordsman buff. So Crazy Buzz with the Mayans here. We'll see what he goes for. If he goes for an infantry style opening here or just straight for the archers. I guess in the 2v2 straight archers makes sense. Tatars likely going to play the scouts role here. See a bit of a wall off here as well. Walling the backside of the base to begin with. And Vikings. Oh, what's that border? 1500 Elo here, ladies and gentlemen. More 3 piles away from the CC. Anyway, here comes the barracks, and it's going to be 21 pop up for Papaya Pete here, so while that could, of course, be an Archer's build, this is going to be the Scouts, Viking Scouts, because there's not a gold whatsoever here. Inconsistency is my middle name. Well, join the club. Mayans about to get there. 24 pop for Crazy Buzz. That's a healthy population to go up to the field edge. 2 lumber camps at the same shitty woodland here because the other ones are just too far away. Could have lumber camp this one, I guess, for safety, but oh, you suck. Doesn't suck at all, but maybe he thinks his opponent does. Here come the men-at-arms. Justified call against the Vikings as well, because you'd kind of expect Vikings to go for kind of an infantry play. Oh. I think the men-at-arms could actually reach that villager, even if there's walls and towers, no woodland in between. Inconstancy. Nice. Quick wall. What do we have here? Some Tatar scouts looking for damage potential here on the Mayans side. At the very least, they're going to snipe Crazy Buzz's Eagle scouts here. Hill advantage. Oh, nice little micro there to take the hill. And base far from walled for the Mayans here. A couple of spearmen chasing away the scouts, but they can still loop around to the side here. Is already seen the lumber camps, but not knowing the fact that it's actually open all the way to the right here, so that could be exploited, of course. Splitting up the scouts as well, sending the rest of them now maybe off to join up with the teammate here to further deal damage to the green player here, or further damage. Papaya Pete hasn't really taken any mentionable hits yet. I guess Red has seen the stable of the Vikings here, and there's the spear. Oh, you went random. Nice. Papaya Pete almost keeping up with the scouts here, but Purple has access to the bloodlines. That can't be said of the Vikings. Other than other Civs than random? Not in my book. Random Civ is the best Civ. Green and red are usually not on team. I did change purple from yellow though, so that's probably why you're confused. Dennis. All the armies gathered on the hill here, and Skrichel has more scouts. He's even getting the armor. Something that Papaya Pete might need to consider as well. Of course, Papaya Pete needs to play the cavalry here, because Papaya Pete can't... Papaya Pete... I mean... Crazy Bus can't, because the Mayans don't have access to cavalry whatsoever. Looks like our Mayans friend is not fully walled. Oh, here we go, he's going back. You forgot something. Oh, do I have to walk all the hill and all the way back here? Such slave drivers, my employers. Tap, tap, tap. Yeah, you got that sorted. Archers now joining up from the Mayans together with Papaya Pete here, and the overall military situation is well on point for Crazy Bus' team here. 69 builders to 73 of the opponents, but Wheelbarrow obviously into Papaya Pete, so that kind of compensates for the few builders difference here. And army-wise, they're in a sweet spot here with more military generally overall. Might see a big battle event in the middle here now. Big issue now being that the Tatar scouts, they have the hill advantage bonus here, as you can see, and they also have the +1/+1, so Papaya Pete scouts don't stand a chance here. You'll need help from the blue archers to keep up with it. I guess they saw the archers numbers here in purple and red, and they just didn't want to take it. Oh, hill advantage again. Tatar scouts not really able to challenge those. Castle Age on the way for... Castle Age on the way for Papaya Pete though. So that's going to give Papaya Pete the lead in the cavalry production here. With purple still making scouts, playing the extended feudal age here. Together with this Incas teammate. Guess I don't want to engage here just yet. More archers trickling in, cheaper archers for the Mayans, both of Yusak's team's players on the way to the next stage, while Crazy Bus with the Mayans is at resources soon to click up to the cast stage. So missing 200 food though. It's not quite there yet. And look at them just guarding the hills. Classic camping the hills, playing Night Scouts, Archers meta here, and not take any fights you won't have a distinguished advantage in. Papaya Pete +1/+1 and the cavalry as well. And now cast stage kicking in. We have triple stables, which the Vikings economy should be able to support nicely here. Once you get a few more farms and a few more on gold here. 16 farms. Not enough to keep both TC and 3 stables running, of course, but long term, guess we'll see some more Vikings Knights pumping out here, and that head start is going to give Papaya Pete the numbers advantage regardless. Scouting rather limited here, they haven't been hitting their opponents at all, and but now they found the gold here, and with that huge bunch of Mines Archers. Feels a bit risky here to be running into the fights here, because red is only 30 seconds off the cast stage, and Crazy Bus has 1 minute 40 to go, so red is going to have a huge lead to the crossbow Balkan upgrade here. 30 seconds to go for the Castle Age here, and Sucks team, they're still heavily behind in numbers here. Crazy's team slightly ahead in economy as well. Crossbow Bodkin should be coming from my ends soon, hopefully, lacking maybe a little bit low on the gold here. Not sure where he's going. Really should stay close to Papaya Pit here. But I guess they're gonna gather up on a hill or something, pending the upgrades kicking in here. I mean, what are they doing hiding in the middle of nowhere? Are they gonna go hit this side now, or... Crazy Bus is here as a group of archers, maybe that's where they're going with the rest of the armies here. 17 knights for Pipeat, but now Purple is catching up. The Tatars player with 3 town centers here. Well, technically 2 and 3/4 TCs here. And giving the Tatars the hill here. Vikings pretty much budget Berbers. Yeah, with the Vikings economy, I guess that's not too untrue. Oh, what is this wall, though? It's one house away from walling to the edge of the map, and you go for a 5-tile palisade between the woodlands instead. Just begging to be hit by archers or cav archers in both woodlands here. I played FC Knights with the Vikings all the time, back on MSN Zone. It was good. Oh, what's going on here? Vikings crossbows breaking in here, forcing a reaction of Skritchel at home here. Hiding a full TC and getting some kills here. See this group of crossbows, they've had 6 kills, economy kills. Let's see if they can get a Mangonel, they get a knight as well. Yeah, they're gonna snipe a couple of knights here. These knights have full upgrades except for +2 attack, so they will clean this up eventually. But it is a distraction, allowing Crazy Bus's team to push the north side, maybe. Hmm. 83 mil to 64 now. Villager count comparable as well. But obviously wheelbarrow handcart in for the Vikings. They get it instantly. And I think they're going back to punish the gold here, which is something I like. +2 defense on the knights. They could easily dive to this TC and cause some serious idle time and obstruct the gold income here. Lacking bloodlines and husbandly hurt, so you can't run away from fights as easily. And you also tank pure archers shots because you don't have that extra 20 hit points that bloodlines gives you. Oh, big fight! Vikings getting surprisingly decent trades here, lacking that upgrade. And look at the production here, 22 knights to 9. Vikings are outproducing the Tatars knights here. At this point, I think Tatars should just convert into going full cavalry archers here, because Vikings knights don't have bloodlines anyway, so with cavalry archers you'd stand a better chance to hit and run against the knights masses of the Vikings. It's a long and tedious tech switch to get to, though. What is this fight? I guess Crazy Bus has more archers on the hill here. And no more knights from the... no knights, period, for either team here. They're just gonna cancel out each other's armies here. And economy is still dead even here, but more town centers after all for Team Yusak here. Yeah, I don't know about that. DC between 2 golds in the middle here. Some more farms going up as well. Papaya Pete needing to replenish knights again here. 4 stables now. And still behind the Tatars player in pure numbers here. Yeah, it's true Tatars have fewer resources to make for the cavalry archers, but you still need to mass the cavalry archers and set up your economy accordingly as well. And 17 on wood for Skrit Shell here. It's going to need a lot more on wood before a full cavalry switch is viable. Another TC going up for Skrit Shell here. And same for the Mayans, so they're both investing into economy. I'm surprised Yusak's team here aren't more ahead given the multiple PCs earlier on, but they've also been spamming out armies consistently, so that of course makes it tougher to keep your TCs producing. Going for the raids now. Let's see. Papaya beat 14 knights to 16. More knights for the Bloodlines player, but Papaya beat actually with the +2 attack here, so that kind of negates that advantage a little bit. Imperial Age for the Mayans here. 28 crossbows, 5 rangers producing, but Imperial Age, the crossbows, or rather arbalests, eventually will be costing 30% less as well. Look at the house walls going up in the middle here. Maybe they're thinking about a small trade route or something to establish here as well. We need to coordinate the armies here though. Crossbows soon to become arbalests, and Yusak's team aren't in the Imperial Age yet. Let's see the resources here. Red has the resources, just kicked Imperial Age, clicked Imperial Age actually. So both teams great at producing their armies here, but now we have a player in the Imperial Age who had the Archers player of Crazy Bus, the Mayans player with Arbalests here. Doesn't know about the castle, I think, so that is going to be a surprise, but a good thing we have a few Archers Arbalests in front. Actually sees the castle before taking a single hit. It's quite impressive. Knights against Arbalests, never a great sight for the Enisiv. Tatar's player going into some Keshiks here. That's basically a faster producing Cavalier from the castles. 2 knights worth of... no, 2 Keshiks produce as quickly as 1 knight. So if you have a couple of castles up, you should definitely be going Keshiks as the Tatars. They generate a tiny bit of gold through raiding as well. More knights and Imperial Age for the Vikings as well, going to match the Tatars in the halftime here. Actually going to beat the Tatars by small margin to the Imperial Age here. Good job at denying the gold here. I don't think Purple has any gold inside the base at home, going for the side one. That's probably not scouted yet. The scouting is quite lacking on the Team Crazy Bus here. But 1 gold effectively denied here. Papaya Pit doesn't want to take in the fights before Imperial Age and Cavalier here unless he really has to. And says he misses Obsidian Arrows. Yeah, that would be a quicker way to deal with buildings. You could still team up with a Saracen's teammate though. This team Crazy Bus sounds strong. They're playing with the Vikings in the 2v2. Come on, man. Come on. That's the cavalry player. Vikings cavalry. How is that a strong team, huh? Taking good trades here. Kinda. Taking out some arbs here. Now Inca's producing like crazy as well. Actually outproducing the Vines to some extent here. Viking best pockets even Castle Age. Yes, indeed. And now we are going to have Vikings Cavalier. You don't see that every day. Gathering up near the Castle of Crazy Bus here. They have some pretty solid eco KD here, so that kind of explains why Yusak's team aren't further ahead here. And looks like a chemistry for Tatars here. Does that mean we'll have a Cav Archer switch, or is it just for the castles and stuff here? Probably thinking long term about the Cavalry Archers here. Another castle from Crazy Bus here, going to claim the third gold of Scritchell here, which is admittedly very far out. Could be a neutral one actually. No, I think it's Purple's gold. So Purple's golds this game have been. That's a neutral gold, and that's the third gold of Purple. Not very pretty. Don't let him get that one up. Good luck. Good luck. Oh, good pressure being applied on the Tatars here. They are hitting the more mobile player here, the one playing the cavalry, and there's a Treb out as well, and a TC on the gold here. I feel like the other team here, they're being a bit too passive now. They don't have any great options to raid because they need their cavalry to defend and protect at home. Or the 8 wheelers lost for the purple player. Red is very stable though. It's a big boomer here, 5 TCs. Also using builders to scout. That seems to be a popular tactic in this evening's casting session. Just for fun did it as well. More ranges for blue, more barracks as well. It's going to go eagles and arbalests here. And why hasn't the Inca Sky made some Kambayuks long ago? They have pretty decent pierce armor, and they could easily chew up the Vikings Cavalier, because Vikings lacking the last armor as well in the Imperial Age, and lacking husbandry and bloodlines. Shouldn't really be able to contest huge masses of arbalests either, so maybe if you're just making enough arbs as Incas, you should trade okay against Vikings Cavaliers. Oh, look at Papaya Pete dancing around there, dodging the shots, while Crazy Bus is going crazy to get this TC up here. Tatars have access to heavy camels, so that would make sense against the Vikings Cavaliers, but of course not with this many arbs on the field for the Mayans. Flaming camels was clearly the play here. Oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. But we don't have the unique tech yet. If we did the tech that unlocks Flaming Camels, the tech Trebuchets would also have +2 range, and that's not the case here. Nobody ever gets that tech. Nobody ever makes Flaming Camels. Really shouldn't be behind a unique tech. Hey, Flaming Camels are OP, that's why they're hiding it behind the unique tech, I'm sure. 61 arbs to 49 arbs, slight lead for Crazy Bus there. It's even gating the Trebs now to make it awkward, if not impossible, for the purple Cavaliers to snipe the Trebs. Gold Horse could be good, it's definitely better than Cavaliers. TC down, could just make a mining camp to keep collecting gold here though. How many traps now? 4 traps? 3 traps? With the hill advantage for the Mayans here, Papaya Pete still with some Cavaliers and is also raiding a tiny bit here, but the Inca player has gone into Pikemen here, and actually Skritchel is here with some Cavaliers as well. Maybe they're expecting Papaya Pete to be raiding with more than he is currently doing. Cambayuks are out as well, nice. But a very deadly force of Arbalists here for Crazy Buzz, and also going for the Eagle Warriors now. Look at the gold count! So much gold for both of them. Could easily sustain the Eagle Warriors for a long while here. Yeah, they want the corner to stop any trade, that's true. Corner control is important at this stage in the game. You don't want to let your opposing team get trade running, because that essentially means unlimited gold income. Oh, the Eagles are coming. The elite Eagle Warriors are coming. No Eldorado just yet, but aside from that, full upgrade soon to be there. Oh, there's Eldorado actually. So now the Eagles have 100 hit points. But why aren't the Eagles eating the Trebs? Come on. They would shred these Trebs. Okay, they're getting these Trebs. So never mind. Timely Eagle switch there for, or Eagle addition rather, for Crazy Buzz. Height, score difference here, 230, 247 builders, but military is key here, and Crazy Buzz's team, they are 70 builders, 70 population total ahead. And Elite Eagle Warriors, no current response to that for Purple, only 4 Cavaliers, lost the castle, can't make Keshix either. Keshix for a couple of castles could also help against the Eagles. But yeah, that's where it ends. GG, well played. I'm going to grab another beer, and I think I'll cast Sistron's game entitled Failed Huang, and then a game on the current patch. And then we'll play some games to test out the handicap function that's introduced with the newest patch. Have a look at the APM here. Ooh, purple with some nasty APM, high APM here. But oh, you suck. He's probably referring to himself this game, because his team clearly sucked being able to win this game out. GG, Papaya Pete and Crazy Buzz.